Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi the Light Seer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment, and let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good morning. 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 Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot. I am your host. I am Mimi the Light Seer, and over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And woo child, we're going to get into somebody's business. Good morning, 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 Dominique. Good morning. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. Yes, welcome. Good morning. Good morning to all of my guppies, my folks that's winding down time on the graveyard shift. Okay. Good morning or good evening to all of my international family. Good morning to everybody. We are live today on TikTok as well as YouTube. So good morning to Dominique and good morning to Isabel. Good morning to all of my guppies. Yay, 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 yay. It is the last weekend of the year, y'all. Kind of crazy to think about it. Yesterday was the last Friday. Friday night. Just got paid. Boom. Party jumping. Y'all don't know that song. That's like before y'all time. That was a big deal to me in the 90s. Look. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's 3:30 in California. Hey, somebody won the lottery in California. I'm sick of y'all Californians. Y'all always stealing the lottery. I feel like y'all got the lottery rigged. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. If you are new to Pisces Tarot, go ahead and put a star in the chat. If you are a returning guest, please go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We love to recognize our new and returning visitors, so please do that at this time. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, major announcement. Y'all asked for the New Year's Eve vision board party. Well, guess what? We made it happen. If you are interested in attending our vision board party that will be on December the 31st at 10 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, go ahead and sign up on my TikTok page and or my YouTube page. Either way, the link is there. You can go to my website at Pisces Tarot, which is also on my page, and sign up to come. All you need is a poster board, some magazines. You can even do a virtual on your laptop if you want to use something like Canva. But if you are not interested in going out and you're really interested in cultivating your vision and curating what you want to have happen from good morning, Joe. If you really want everything to happen, just write your vision down. If you've never done it before, we're going to have a good time. We got some questions to really get you thinking. We're going to have fun. Y'all know how I get when we in here on the holidays. It get real crazy real quick, right? We have a good time, okay? So if you don't have anything to do, make sure you go ahead and sign up. But the New Year's Eve vision board party, it is available for you to sign up. And you have to sign up because it will not be publicly displayed. I don't want y'all monitoring spirits, watching what we doing, okay? So if you want to be coming in because you are intentional about setting, good morning, Samantha. I was worried about you. I'm good to see you doing good. If you about your new year in 2025 is going to be a 9 year, which is about fruition, fulfillment, and attainment. So if that is something that you're interested in cultivating your vision for, go to my page right now and sign up to register. I will reach out to you to confirm your personal information, and we will definitely get together to work on all of this, okay? So with that being said, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, Jen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, yes. Y'all asked for it. I just said on Christmas, I was like, I'm about to do we should do this. And they was like, yay. I was like, dang, you had me for 7 hours on Christmas, But I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just talking trash. Don't listen to me. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So if you are new to Pisces Tarot, welcome, 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 welcome. You are in for an interactive and fun experience. Now what just happened? Here we go. Somebody done up here reported me for a violation. What? I ain't even say and do nothing. Y'all see that? Y'all see how people would just be up here hating? I don't even know what that violation was. But regardless, I don't know how I am being in trouble for just saying that. Okay, whatever. Monitoring spirit. But anyhow, what was I about to say to you? Good morning. Okay, so I do my readings in 3. Okay, I do my readings in 3. Right. And see, let me take a pause before I continue to move on. I love when people do that, right? Because what you don't understand is that my TikToks are all recorded. So when you say that, they'll go back and look at that and they'll be like, what was the big deal? All I said was I did not want to advertise or have it open to monitoring spirits, and now that's a violation. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so here we go. I do my readings in 3s, okay? This is an interactive experience. I'll talk to you, so please talk back. First, I'm going to tell you the cosmic insight of the day, and I think that's going to surprise some of you. And for some of you, it's going to be tracking with what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to do is come back, cover the oracle and the energy insights, get some clues about whose business we're going to get in. And lastly, I am going to follow up with the validation of the tarot cards, okay? So if you are ready to get into this business, I need you to go ahead and put those hand clapping emojis up. Go ahead and put those hand clapping emojis up because we're about to go ahead and get started. Thank you, Isabel, for my gift. Oh, these people, y'all, you know what? I ain't gonna let these people get me this morning. Here we go. It's kind of challenging for me to be able to do this with this microphone here, but anyway, I digress. Clear the energy. All right, let's go. All right, y'all. So now for some of y'all, most of y'all are returning guppies. Y'all know I'm usually up like at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. Personal problem, right? But I slept in because I was up a little late last night, just chit-chatting over here with you guys on TikTok. And we were talking about the importance of closure. So yes, I was petty enough, as you can see, to pull out my closure hoodie. And for those of you who missed it, please go back and watch the playback on YouTube where we were talking for about an hour about the importance of closure. And for my own brain cell, because there were some people who tend to believe that silence is an answer, I went to research on YouTube as well, how to give yourself closure when you don't have it. And of course, all of the professionals, which I had been referencing the entire time as I was speaking about how ghosting does nothing for you or for the other person. It's not beneficial to either party. Both parties lose, right? I was processing what was being shared, and there was like a little good 16-minute video that I fell asleep on at that point. But it wasn't because it was boring. It was just because I was tired. But the lady was talking about how closure is necessary, even if you're not looking to repair a relationship. Closure is important. Okay? So for those of y'all that wanted to have my funeral last night because I said no answer is not an answer, and why do we give people permission to be not accountable for the things that they've done? It doesn't matter if they give it today. It doesn't matter if they give it next week, right? Closure is necessary for personal development and growth, and most of all, healing. Okay? So for those of y'all who wanted to argue with me back and forth about how you just need to take it, it's not about forcing an answer. Okay? And if you guys really missed that conversation last night, I would encourage you to go back and watch the live from last night, because we were talking about it. And I was very passionate about it in that moment. And for the person or individuals who were challenging me on my perspective, I really do appreciate that, because I did take that with me. Like, okay, am I trying to force an answer out of somebody? Am I trying to force a conversation to be had? And the answer is no, I'm not. I'm just trying to have clarity so that I can move on with my life, and I can heal and do whatever I need to do with that information, and you can do what you need to do with that information. Exactly, Jerome. It's called a balanced perspective, okay? But it also talked about how that is not beneficial to the people. So the people who think that they're really doing something by avoiding that conversation, it's what I said it was. You're running, okay? So anyhow, as I was thinking about that, I went to bed, had a crazy dream. Okay, I'm telling you all this for a reason. I had a crazy dream. I wake up and I'm hearing Erykah Badu, the Erykah Badu, playing in my head. Okay, and I'm hearing her talking about, well, I guess I'll see you next lifetime. Maybe we'll be butterflies. I guess I'll see you next lifetime. That is so divine. Okay? Now, when I was thinking about it, I said, what does a butterfly mean, right? Butterflies mean transformation, is change, is beauty, right? So there's obviously should be some anticipated growth between this lifetime and the next lifetime, right? Should be, operative word, should be. But when I was listening to like the song itself, because I hadn't heard the song in a long time, it's off of her, I think, 1997 album, Baduism, I think was the album. No, that wasn't 97. It was the next album. The follow Baduism was her second album, okay? And so the chorus goes, now what am I supposed to do when I want you in my world? How can I want you for myself when I'm already somebody's girl? Now, what am I supposed to do when I want you in my world? How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl? Okay? So, it sounds like to me, and if you were here last night, you heard in that reading, we were talking about someone already moving on with their lives, someone not having closure, someone very hurt and broken by a past relationship, but that person has since found healing and moving on. With the lack of closure that they had, because they had no choice but to move on. And here comes this Mickey Ficky, like a thief in the night, trying to make a jack move, and I'm already taken. Grand Rising. So we got some discord coming on. Y'all see that? We got somebody gonna be feeling real stupid in 2025. I done said it several times now. A lot of y'all gonna have a lot of people coming back from the past. A lot of people gonna be getting left behind. A lot of people are going to realize that they drug their feet. Guess what? You move your feet, you lose your seat. All right? So if y'all ready to get into this energy reading, let me see them drum rolls, please. Let's get them drum rolls going, because it's time for us to get into this energy reading and figure out what is going on. Let's go. Jerome said the boat has left the port. I know, right? You know, like seriously. I mean, and I don't know if that was for me per se to hear that. I don't know. Because I was really speaking from a space of self yesterday when we were talking about it, okay? I was really speaking from a space of self. I was speaking from a lens of self. And yeah. I don't know if that was for me or if that was for you. You know? But we'll find out. Grand Rising. All right, here we go. The overall energy reading for this reading is endless possibilities. Endless possibilities. Endless possibilities. Let me get comfortable here. Hold on. All right, endless possibilities. So as we look at this young lady, she has what looks like a Nassau suit on. But she has stars in her hair. Stars represent faith and compassion and spirituality. It also represents illumination. Okay, so clarity, things being brought to the forefront. All right. It also appears as though she is using her third eye, her crown chakra. Okay. So in other words, she's feeling guided to do something. She's feeling guided, and it's an endless possibility. Like you just never know. You just never know. Okay. And so it feels as though you have an individual who is here who is trying to use the God wisdom in her to figure out where to go and what to do next. Okay, where to go and what to do next. Clarity is so important. Clarity is so important. Now, the reason why I have on this closure hoodie today is because there's a movie called Intergalactic. And I don't know if you've seen this movie. It's Kid Cudi's movie. It is a cartoon. It's been on Netflix forever. But it's called Intergalactic. And it's a cute movie, okay? Intergalactic is spelled with the E, not an I believe. Or, yeah, it's misspelled for a reason. But either way, it's about two characters. And the main character has this hoodie that I have on. So, you know, I had to buy it. And it just says closure on it. And he wears it for the whole doggone movie, okay? So I wondered to myself, why were they so intentional to have him to walk around with this hoodie on that says closure for the entire movie, right? And unfortunately, the data shows most people don't have closure when they end a relationship. Okay, most people don't. But I feel as though this young lady here is being guided to follow her divine instincts to walk into something that looks much different than what it was before. Okay? What it was before. All right? Now, the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey is what? You're probably like, Mimi, what does that have to do with closure? You're being guided. You're being guided to go someplace to do something. It's an endless possibility. Purpose. I know what I am here to do. I know what I am here to do. Purpose. Purpose. There is a divine assignment. Y'all, I messed around and paper cut my finger yesterday. When I tell you my finger hurts so bad. It's a divine assignment. You're being called. There's a direction. You know where to go. You know what to do. You know how to get there. You know it's going to be. I mean, let's stop and take a pause for the cause. Good morning, Myra. Have you ever been divinely guided to do something? Raise your hand in the chat. If you just got a hunch and you were divinely guided to go somewhere to do something, to speak to somebody, you just don't know what it was. You got that, good morning, Drea. You got that hunch to go do something. Just raise your hand in the chat. If you've been called to do something, it didn't make sense, but you were just following the divine instruction. Raise your hand in the chat. Yeah. I know I have. Just like I had the urge yesterday to pop off. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, here we go. And ironically enough, in the movie Intergalactic, the main character ended up being in a relationship with somebody else. Have y'all ever seen that movie Intergalactic before? Raise your hand in the chat if you've seen it before. Raise your hand in the chat if you've ever seen the movie Intergalactic before. It is a cute movie. Like, y'all gotta see it. Like, they did that. Like, I could have kept, Drea seen it, okay. I could have kept watching that. I could have watched the whole cartoon series on them by themselves. I really could have. Where I'm going with this is, Queen seen it, okay. Okay. Where I'm going with this is that, I don't want to tell the movie. But I just want to say this, okay? I don't want to tell the movie for those of you. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was everything. I put it to you this way. The main character was being guided by divine time, and things just lined up for him and this person. But for this other person, it wasn't there. Like, it was a forced relationship. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm gathering is you have two paths. One that's easy, one is rough. Which one you gonna go? The easy route or the rough route? Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's a trailer for it on YouTube. If you want to watch the trailer, that'll give you some idea. But it's not like it's gonna tell you the whole movie. I mean, it was really cute. It was really cute. All right, this got something to do with a sneaky. Oh, here we go with this again. We got a sneaky here. Somebody pretending to be somebody that they not. Okay. Somebody pretending to be somebody that they not. They hoping for the best, but they know they ain't doing the best. They being sneaky, mischievous, untrustworthy. Okay. All of those things. Now, our soul whisper, put in the chat for me. Drop in the chat. What's your favorite romantic comedy or movie? What's your movie what's your go-to movie when you think about love? Write down your go-to movie. For me, it's Intergalactic. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, out of all the movies that I like to see, okay, Hitch. I like Intergalactic. I think that's real. Has anybody seen the movie, oh man, now I'm forgetting it. Oh yes, The Notebook. Yes, The Holiday. Okay, it's another movie that's very popular, and I'm forgetting the name of the movie. I watched it so many times. Oh my God. Oh. It's got my fine husband in it. Hold on. Oh my God. Really Love. That's it. Really Love. I had to Google like the character names and stuff. Really Love. Has anybody seen Really Love? It's with Kofi Sarobi, and it's another girl named Yutha. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She's a beautiful girl. Yutha Wonloy. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Really love. This dog about to get on my nerves. Okay, anybody seen that? Nobody seen Really Love? Oh. Okay, Puma says she's seen it. Have Plenty. Last holiday. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you. Really Love left me disappointed. I ain't gonna lie to you. It left me disappointed. But it's y'all want me to tell y'all what the movie's about so y'all can see if y'all want to go watch it? Raise your hand in the chat if you want me to tell you about the movie or not. Because I think that's applicable. I'm going to have to go watch it again when we get off of here. Mother trucker. Alright, Samantha said yes. So it's about two kids. Issa Rae, I think was she in it? Hold on. I can't remember if she was in it, she wasn't the main character. Hold on. Let me see who was all in it. Nah, she wasn't in it because she would have popped up. She wasn't in this. No, she wasn't in this. It's about Michael Ealy is in it though. Michael Ealy is in it. Yeah. So it was about a young black guy who is a painter. They live in DC, and he just so happened to meet this girl who is going to law school. Okay, so they meet by themselves, and then they meet again. And when they meet, they come together, they hang out, they have a good time, they end up jumping in a relationship. They have a lot of things in common, but they're very different. Okay, so you have a creative and a person who comes from a very structured background, and there's some discourse about whether or not she wants to lead. Now, it's not necessarily her discomfort. It's her parents pushing her, okay? Because she gets a job opportunity in another city. And he tells her to take the job. He told her to take the job because that was her dream. And she kind of felt like he wasn't fighting for her at that point. So she goes and they break up. And I'm paraphrasing here. And he shows up in her city, in her town, and she's no longer single. And next thing you know, she's not happy. Like, y'all gotta see it. But in the end, they don't tell us what happened. They don't tell us what happened in the end at all. They don't tell us what happened at all. They leave us hanging. I was disappointed about that. I was disappointed. I was like, how you gonna leave us like this? How you gonna leave us like this? Like, why you do this to us like this? But go check it out, because I'm paraphrasing, because I don't want to tell you the whole movie, but that's the gist. Okay? Now, our soul whisper for today is vibration. Vibration. Now, let's see. Yeah, I know they don't put this book in no kind of order. So I have to look. This is crazy. This gets on my last nerves. Like, you be in a hurry looking for something and you can't find it. Okay, vibration. You are responsible for the energy that you create for yourself and responsible for the energy that you bring to others. Did y'all hear that? You are responsible for the energy that you create for yourself, and you are responsible for the energy that you bring to others. Okay? Your experience of the world can be described as an energetic reflection, and therefore it is vital that you keep your outgoing energy in check. If you feel the happenings of your life do not align with your desires, it's time to check in with yourself to see what sort of energy you're putting out there into the world. If you have been finding that you are encountering people with negative energy, ask yourself whether you've been particularly negative lately. If you found that there's a lot of worry happening around you, ask yourself whether you have been spending unnecessary amount of time or energy worrying. Keep in mind that make sure that the energy that you wish to attract is in alignment with you and the energy that you share. The energetic vibration of the universe will pay you back and for whatever you put out there. This is encouraging you to be positive, constructive, affirmative, and actionable, okay? So that goes back to what I was saying too about the closure piece, right? You're responsible for the energy that you give to other people. The right thing to do is to give closure to people when they're asking for it. Okay? Because that's not going to change your mind. It's just being mature enough to address someone's concerns. Because that's energetic deposits that you're putting into someone else's life. Now, we all are here in this room, so we're obviously all spiritual people. Don't you recognize, little girl, don't you recognize that there are several spiritual and biblical practices that align with one another? You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. What you put out there will come back to you. So why put someone else through mental anguish when you don't have to? You don't have to. You reap what you sow. That's where I feel sad for people who don't understand the importance of leaving things on a positive note. Life is short. You know, life is short. When you choose, and the case in point of that movie, Really Love, right? Even with the situation with the other movie I referenced, Intergalactic, okay? Both of the women in this situation were left high and dry and confused by their partners. They were confused. All of those things could have been resolved by a simple conversation. All of it could have been. But instead, y'all wanted to run, you wanted to hide, you wanted to make excuses, and then you wonder why people popping off. You wonder why people popping off. Y'all got to learn how to be mature. It does make it very difficult. Samantha says, makes healing difficult without clarity. Yeah, it does. Which was the whole premise of the argument yesterday. About why I told women, don't listen to these people on the internet talking about, don't text him. Send that text. I'm telling you, send that text. And I'm going to tell you why I said it, because they going to read it. As I said last night, and I said what I said, and I'm going to say it again. Okay? I said what I said. I have talked to so many men, and they have all concluded the same thing. Send the text. He's going to read it. He's going to reread it. He's going to read it again. He may not answer you, but he is going to read that message. And just like I popped off yesterday with my mess, he read it.
I said what I said.
Okay? At this point, I said what I said, and I'm okay with walking away from it. But when you find the decency and the nerve to try to call me, don't expect a conversation. Ain't nothing to discuss. So you can't say that you ain't know why I was acting funny, because you know exactly why I was acting funny. You know exactly why I was acting funny. Don't try to sit up here and play the victim. Now, one thing I will say, and y'all can agree to disagree, y'all can tell me what y'all think. Again, I've asked 100 men, do you go silent when you are scared of your feelings and you're trying to figure out what you're feeling. I have asked and men have said.
Survey said.
Yes, they do go on silent. But a mature man will tell you that they cannot just ghost you. That's what you cannot do. That's what you cannot do. So if you're afraid of your feelings, you need to open up your mouth and say, I need some time to figure out what I'm feeling. And ladies, you got to respect that. But to just ghost somebody without explanation, without acknowledging, that is cruel. That is flat out cruelty. It is mean. And it is just not, it's not a good look. We're too old for that. We're too old for that. Now, cosmic insight. Somebody may be pregnant. Somebody may be pregnant, okay? Hold on a minute. Girl, go somewhere and sit down. Sorry if that was in your ear. I tried to mute. Okay. Somebody may be pregnant. Somebody may be pregnant or may be getting pregnant. We'll find out. We had a whole full Discord if you're interested about the closure conversation. You can go back and listen to it yesterday. And some people were disagreeing, talking about, they were advocates for silence and respecting silence. I can't respect silence. Silence is cowardly. Put down in the chat. I'm just curious because we got a new batch of folks. I'm just curious. If someone that you cared about, that you were in a relationship with at some point or had some type of extensive relationship, let's be clear. I'm not talking about somebody you just met and you just getting to know. I'm talking about somebody that you've been dealing with for a couple of years, off and on. And their energy is up, down, left, right, hot and cold, in and out. It's confusing energy. So there's a lack of clarity to begin with. Okay? Would you prefer for this person to give you closure if you ask for it? Or would you prefer silence? Put your answer down in the chat. Would you prefer silence or would you prefer to receive closure? Just have that conversation. Let me know. What is your preference? My preference is to hear from your perspective what you feel like wasn't working from you. Okay, Robin says closure. Shay says closure. Samantha says closure. Elizabeth says closure. Myra says closure. Light skin says closure. Tamiko says, I told him weeks ago he didn't respect what I said, so I left in silence. But it sounds like, Tamiko, you had already proceeded to give closure, right? Or to close the situation. Okay, Dominique says neither. I believe you know the answer, but you don't know the answer. See, that's where we got into the Discord yesterday, right? Because if I knew the answer, I would be clear on the situation and I wouldn't be asking for clarity. Jerome says the truth will always prevail. It will. The truth will come to the light one way or the other. Eventually it will. But if I knew the answer, I wouldn't be asking. Okay, Lavoria says, I would prefer closure if I still care. Exactly. And that's the problem that I have. Like, obviously, I still care, right? Because this is a person I still communicate with. I still communicate with this person. I still see this person from time to time. So it's not like I've been distant and the relationship has been strained and stuck on the side of the road for, ever. That's not it at all. Okay, so the news is memories, missing someone. Ha, LOL. Regression. Okay, revisiting the past. So somebody's thinking about the past. They got memories coming up and they're thinking about somebody from the past. They're revisiting the past. Somebody may be feeling guilty for the way that things went down. Or not. Good morning, Evelyn. I'm still going on about this closure conversation. This doggone thing gonna break my glasses. It keep falling off my face, but it keep pulling my hair. Ooh, ow, that hurt. Y'all, I'm not taking off my crown. I am the Princess Mimi. Okay, here we go. I just feel like for men, okay, and I'm just talking to the men right now. I feel like y'all get a lot of passes to be irresponsible for people's feelings and emotions. Yes, when we were talking yesterday about closure, yeah. I feel like men get passes to be irresponsible for people's feelings. And like the quote says, you are responsible for the energy that you give and the energy that you bring. And I feel like if you're not in a predicament or a situation where you're wanting to take something serious, stop trying to morph yourself into something that somebody wants just because you want their time and their attention. Stop doing that. That's a mind game. Stop doing that. So if you lied about what your intentions were, do I really know the truth other than you lied about it? And if you lied about it, and you got what you wanted, why do you keep coming around? Just stand on business. I would respect a man if he told me he don't want nothing serious, he just wants something casual. I would respect that. I would respect that. But I can't respect somebody who hides behind silence. Period. Cannot respect it. Or even if you came and just said, you know what? I thought I was ready. I'm not ready. I think I'd rather just be friends. Whatever it is, just say that. But to avoid is so cowardly. It's cowardly. Because you're not avoiding me altogether. You're just avoiding what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? But it's okay. It's not okay, but it is okay. Because at this point, I said what I said and I called it out. I said what I said and I called it out. Now, if you don't have a response to it, then I'm going to assume that what I said was true, which means you're even more of a coward because you couldn't even own up to what I acknowledged to be true. Now, when we had this conversation before, he told me, he was like, you just don't like my answer. I've told you the answer. You just don't like it. Well, what is the answer? Because the answer that you gave me still ain't making no damn sense. So what is the answer? If you're not married, you're not dating nobody else, what is the answer? What is the answer? Y'all help me out. What's the answer? If you're not married and you're not dating somebody else, what is the answer? Samantha says something they're not ready to admit. Well, okay, that could be fine. You could not be ready to admit it, but then why do you play these games? You see what I'm saying? I don't know. All I know is I can't take it no more. I thought you were handsome. I thought you were attractive. I thought you was cool. I liked your vibe. I liked hanging out with you and all those different things. I never was not interested. But at this point, I'm at a loss for why you doing some of the stupid things that you do. You go out your way to prove a bunch of nothing. And I'm saying that just to say, just paraphrasing. But anyway, the T is played out. It's played out. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? What do we see? And it's interesting, too, how people can feel like they're not ready to admit certain things. And that could be true. But then why do you put yourself in vulnerable places with somebody if you're not willing to be truthful and forthcoming? It just don't make sense to me. Don't put yourself in a position if you're not ready to stand on it. That's all I got to say about that. Because the answers that I quote unquote know are all assumptions. Until you come forward and clarify from your mouth with your words what your perspective is, nobody really knows the answer. You just assume you know the answer. And you could be so off base with your assumptions. Y'all understand that? You will create a narrative in your head and be running on fumes. Okay, so somebody is in their feels. Okay, somebody's in their feels. Oh, Lord. Don't y'all go spin a block with an ex and end up getting pregnant by them. Please don't. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. Do not do it. All right, here we go. If you've been frustrated like this in a relationship, just put a heart in the chat. So Dominique says, to me, assumptions is your subconscious, which is in your intuition. That's not true. That's not true. Because, and I'm going to tell you why that's not true. Because your intuition is never going to be wrong. And an assumption, you have the 50% chance of being incorrect. If you have an assumption, in order for you to be right, that has to be true. I don't feel disrespected by what you're saying. It's a philosophy, right? It's a thought process in which I enjoy philosophy. But when you think about assumptions, think about biases that people create. Right. Samantha, I like the answer. Samantha said, an assumption is from your head. Your intuition is from your heart. Exactly. I agree with that. And I like the way that that's worded. So when you think about like a subconscious bias, right? Subconscious bias are created and predicated upon assumptions, things you assume to be real, but they are false narratives. So an assumption is not correct. Think about it. When you assume something, let's just do a poll here. When you assume something, how many times have you made an assumption that something was going to happen and you were grossly wrong? Raise your hand. I'll give you an example. When you assume that you're going to have money in the bank and then you went and spent the money before it got there and then it ain't there, your assumption was wrong. Okay? I mean, I'm just thinking about examples, right? Real life examples. So if you've ever assumed something and was wrong, put your hand up in the chat. Put your hand up in the chat. Good morning, Kingy. Put your hand up in the chat. Assumptions definitely can be wrong. I feel like your intuition is going to put you in the right place at the right time to where you see what you need to see. And that'll give you truth. But that's about it. All right, here we go. Somebody snooping, doing drive-by, stalking, social media, psychic, and tarot card readings. Okay? So somebody's definitely snooping. Echo said, my intuition is never wrong. Mine ain't either. Mine ain't either. Now, your intuition is tied to your spiritual life, which is your 3D. I'm sorry, your 5D. So it can never be wrong because you are never going to be led in down the wrong path, you know? But you can assume all day. Like Samantha said, that's your head, not your heart, not your soul, not your spirit self guiding you, you know? I think I'm not picking on you, Dominique. I'm just talking. I think we try to make things seem like we have more control over things than what we do by saying, you already know the answer. If I just told you I don't know the answer, then I don't know the answer, right? But to sit here and say, well, you know the answer, that's giving the illusion that I have more control over the situation than what I actually have. Sasha, shut up. You ain't got no boyfriend. Go sit down. I'll be with you momentarily. Sorry, y'all. All right. She ain't got no man. Ain't got no kids. Ain't got no stress. Live a very pampered life. If she don't go somewhere and sit down, she ain't got these problems. All right. The yin and the yang. Influential energy. Distance, time out, retreat, block, emotional or physical distance. So there is some distance here. This is definitely somebody from the past. Okay? Somebody from their past. Y'all curious about each other. This better not be my business. This better not be my doggone business. Who child? This better not be my business with my possible book. What is the true emotion behind all of this? You know what? I've told myself so many times, I've said to myself with this person, I said, maybe they actually care and they don't want to admit that they cared. Maybe I hurt their feelings and they don't want to tell me that I hurt their feelings, which was not my intention, which is what I've tried to apologize for and clarify so many times. I said, or you just wasn't really interested to begin with. But then when I think about it from their perspective, it's like, well, again, who does all of that? Like, you got to be sick. You got to be twisted. You got to be deranged. You know, like, seriously. I don't understand people. I just don't. No strings. Let me find out y'all finna, let me find out that y'all, okay, that's fine. Child. Let me find out y'all about to go back and deal with somebody from the past just to get y'all rocks off. I'm telling you, let me find out somebody about to get pregnant by their ex. Y'all over here hoping for the best. This is craziness. Tamiko said no thanks. I know I want a fresh start for 2025 too. I don't want no past lovers. No past lovers. That's why I'm buttoning all of this stuff up now, so that next year I can focus all my effort and energy and attention on you know, being clear, receiving the love. If you are in a space in your life where you're ready to receive God's best, if you want to see God's best, find craft, men or women, whatever your preference is, they, them, whatever you are interested in. Can you put in the chat, God, give me your absolute best? God, give me your absolute best. Because I feel like that's a prayer. Yeah, I am single. Yep. I've been single. I've been single actually for over a year. I'm celibate too. Yep. Not quite a year, but you know. If you want God to give you his absolute best, I'm a Pisces. God, give me your absolute best. Put that down in the chat. God, give me your absolute best. If you're ready to receive the absolute best that God has to offer you, put God, give me your absolute best. Y'all, I need to be starting to do some t-shirts. because I'll be coming up with some expressions and I need to be selling some merchandise. I'm in Georgia. All right. Garden, 8 of spades. A spades is equivalent to an 8 of wands. Okay? I'm sorry, 8 of swords, okay? So this is sounding like, okay, so y'all see this earth energy here. We got 2 different elements. We got water energy, we got earth energy here. And ironically, in this picture as well, we have water right there next to it. Could also be a fire sign. Okay? But we have a celebration of some sort. That's Chicago. And that's either Chicago or New York, but it looked like Chicago with that one tower. Garden. 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 This is very interesting. The word on the card is garden, but you have somebody at a dinner party. Yes, I am tired of the Taurus. I'm tired of the Taurus. I need some new options. All right, if y'all ready to get into this reading, y'all, go ahead and drop in the chat the drums. Let's go ahead and get ready to figure out whose business is this. Whose business is this? Y'all want to know what's funny? As I'm sitting here talking to y'all, y'all know what song just came in my ear? Y'all remember H-Town recreated the song, It's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate? That's what I'm hearing. It's a thin line. My moon is Aries. What's your sign? What's your moon sign? What's your Venus sign? Where you from? How old are you? Age, sex, location. I need to know all these things. You asking me all of these questions. What age, sex, and location? Hit me. I mean, good over here interviewing me. What you want to know, good? What you want to know?
Welcome. You've got mail.
All right, here we go. The person whose business this is, we are talking about okay, I told y'all, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh, you big trouble. Aries, Sun, Gemini, Moon. That's crazy. Ooh, you emotional. You are emotional. And you try to hide it all you want to. That ego won't let you even shed a tear, but you be feeling some type of way. All right, here we go. You probably throw a lot of tantrums too. I'm assuming based on what you told me. Very, very temperamental. Okay, here we go. We got a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is coming in as person number 1. You're coming in as a 6 of Wands. Egotism, lack of confidence, lack of recognition, unpopular, discredited, private achievements. Okay, private achievement. The person that you could be dealing with is Aries, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You are coming in as the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfection, work without reward, okay? So we got 2 people not so happy right now with what's going on in their lives. And they y'all don't fall for this. Get out the recycle bin. If y'all ready for this reading, y'all, I need for y'all to go ahead. Oh, Lord. Listen, Listen, I know you couldn't control when you was born, but you sound like you was a hot. You sound like you is a hot mess. Good. You sound like you was a hot mess. You sound like you be over here king of cupping folks, making it seem like everything is all good, like you just a romantic person, and you be coming on strong, just to turn out to be batshit crazy on the back end. That's what that sound like to me. I'm just picking. I'm just talking trash. Don't listen to me. All right, here we go. If y'all ready to get into this business, I need to see these doggone magnifying glasses. Put your magnifying glasses up. If y'all ready to get into this reading, I need to know who, what, I mean, like, who, what? Stop it. What? Here we go.
I should have followed my own. I should have followed my own intuition. I should have followed my own. I knew it. I should have followed my own. 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 Willing.
All right, so we got fire and earth. And let's be clear, this earth sign also does have Aries in their chart, okay? And they do have a little bit of air in their chart too, okay? Here we go. Why you faint? Why you faint? Here we go. As I said that, look what came up at the bottom of my deck. Knight of Cups. All right, person number one. You're at a point where you're trying to figure out where you're going to go and how you're going to get there with this Three of Wands. It's like you want to go take the risk. You want to go out there. You want to go for it, but you're scared. You're still faltering. You're still holding on. You definitely are at a point where it's like, you know, I'm not really ready to move forward. I want to move forward. I know I need to be moving forward, but I'm not taking action. And this is where I feel as though this stalking is coming into play, because it's like you're looking at the person, you're trying to get information on the person, but you're not ready to move forward. You know that your game is old. The game is old. Ain't nobody trying to hear this. But you setting yourself up like you're going to be able to make a run for it, like you're going towards the future, knowing good and doggone well that you're not going to bust a grape in a fruit fight. This Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they've been doing a lot of research and trying to educate themselves on how to overcome this space that they're in, okay? They're trying to overcome this space that they're in. They don't understand how they've gotten planted here. They're definitely still missing the person from the past, that's for sure, because we got the memories here. So this may have been one of those instances where you guys may have had a great partnership in the bedroom. But when it comes to having like an actual conversation and actually talking and working through these things, I feel strongly like there has been a disconnect. It's been a disconnect. And I feel as though this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is trying to walk a tight line, trying to understand for themselves what and how they can try to improve this situation. They're looking for clarity. They're looking for guidance. They're looking for information. It's exactly what I said. It's like that closure piece. Okay? It's like, what did I do to you? Help me understand. How do I process this and move on? But I like the way you made me feel when it came down to that. You understand? Did y'all notice that both of these people are barefoot? She should be barefoot. She about to go surfing. Oh, here we go with this again. Hold on, y'all. This troll is back. Hold on, y'all. Now, hopefully, I can kick them out of my room for good now. All right, so I do apologize for that. Now we have the pros, okay, in all of this. The pros is that this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius has come to the realization that they're going against the flow of life. They're doing everything they ain't supposed to be doing and wondering why things are not working for them. Things are not working for you because you're doing things you ain't got no business doing to begin with. You're wondering why things are the way that they are. You're wondering why. You're in a space where you have been operating outside of your divine plan, and then you wonder why you're stuck in this place where you can't seem to get out of this dark place. I feel like this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius has a habit of being non-committal and misleading people. And I feel like that was the instance with this situation with this Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. They came in, they were clear, they were very articulate, they didn't want no strings, no rings, no nothing. They just wanted to, have a peace of mind. They didn't want anything too serious. And the reality is, when you do this to people, you don't understand. Okay, so let's have a real conversation, y'all. Let's have a real conversation. How many of y'all participate in FWB situations? Raise your hand in the chat. If you have an FWB situation, raise your hand in the chat. Thank you, good, for my gift. I appreciate it. Thank you for my flowers. Raise your hand in the chat. Wow, Dominique, that's awful. That's awful. Raise your hand in the chat if you've ever been in a friend with a benefit situation. Don't act like y'all don't know what an FWB is. In the past, yeah, it don't matter. In the past, currently. Raise your hand in the chat if you have an STD, if you have something to do, okay? That's what I call a friends with benefits. I hate friends with benefits because it ain't nothing beneficial about this, okay? It's a something to do. You just want something to do. Raise your hand in the chat. I know Elizabeth and me are not the only people. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Raise your hand in the chat if you ever had a friends with benefits situation. Yeah, ain't no shame. It's facts, right?
All a bunch of bullshit.
Let me tell y'all something. Friends with benefits situation, they have a short attention span. They have a short lifespan. Friends with benefits situations only gonna last about 3 to 4 months. And that's if you average 1 wham per month. Okay? It's not worth it. Because then feelings start to get involved. Okay? Somebody wants something a little bit more serious. Jealousy starts coming in. And it creates problems that could have been avoided. Just don't do it. But in this instance, it was working for you until somebody done got caught up. Jesus. Now, here goes the consequences. Here goes the consequences. Now that it ain't fun no more, the truth is starting to come out about how dishonest you really were. You could possibly come forward and tell the truth and stand on business. But I feel strongly as though Aries, Leo, Sagittarius did not like the fact that this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn has blocked them. This person blocked you. This person has decided that they were going to go back. They were in their feelings. They were going to take a step back. They were not going to be bothered. They decided that this was a no for them.
Ain't many women's allow their husbands hoe to lay up in their house.
Now, whether this was you got this particular person pregnant or this person found out that somebody else got pregnant, I feel strongly that this is the person who got pregnant. But they definitely took a seat back. They definitely decided that this was not for them. They definitely decided that they couldn't deal with it. They couldn't deal with it. It was a lot of dishonesty, deceit, lies, manipulation being told here. You were clear you didn't want no strings attached. And now that this person has pulled back, now you curious about what they got going on. How does that work? Why do you care now about what I got going on? Good, you still over here talking Scorpio rising. Okay, King, I see you. I'm over here just talking trash. Don't mind me, okay? Now, what this is trying to teach you is that you got to wake up. You got to wake up and smell the coffee. Okay? Stop acting like you innocent in all of this, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Stop acting like you don't understand what you did that was so wrong and so offensive. These are these mental mind games that we were talking about before. You acting like you don't understand. You understood why that person snapped out at you. You understood why this person blocked you. You understood why this person don't want to be bothered with you.
Anything else?
You understand. But instead, you rather sit up here and act like you don't understand. You so confused. I'm at a loss. Man, why shorty don't want to talk to me? What you mean, sir? What do you mean? What do you mean? What you need to do to heal is leave this person alone. Leave this damn girl alone. Walk away. Stop acting like you confused. All you're doing is creating scenarios that complicate a situation that's already a delicacy. Yeah, this person may miss you. They may be thinking about you. They may be in their feelings. That's true. Maybe so. But what are you doing to really cultivate a relationship? You just said you didn't want no strings. So why are you over here playing games with this person? You don't want nothing to do with this girl. Leave her alone. Ain't it simple? Ain't it simple? It's simple, right? Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's simple. It is simple. It's not complicated. It's not compound. It's not complex. It is so simple. If you don't want the same things that somebody else wants, leave them alone. Period. Period. Stop walking in situations, being dishonest, being disingenuous about what your intentions are. Stop trying to become somebody that you know you incapable of being just to get that person's attention. Just stop. Because you're trying to control them by manipulating the situation or the circumstances to get them to respond favorably in your favor. And now you got somebody that feels planted in a situation they don't want to be in. This is craziness. It is a game. It is a game they're playing, Elizabeth. That's absolutely right. It's a game. It's a mental game. This person could have had their eyes set on a water sign. There's no opportunities here for you. You always thinking with your genitals instead of thinking with your heart. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius really doesn't want this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn back. They really don't. They are really just there because they like what that person could do for them sexually. Which is why they're stalking them. They're driving by, looking at their social media, trying to get clarity from readers. Because it's like you don't want them. You don't have any type of connection. Yeah, they just using them, basically. Had their chance and dropped the ball. Yep, that's true. They made their choice. I hate this energy. I don't like this. This some mess good to be doing. That's why he over here laughing. All right, here we go. Yep. Ooh, child. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius acting like they don't understand. They acting like they so confused. Acting naive. Acting like they don't, like they're clueless. You're not clueless. You know exactly what you did. You over here playing games in this earth sign's face. The Knight of Pentacles. You took your time coming forward. You was afraid. But you still, you taking your sweet, precious time. It's like you want to, what do you want to come forward to talk about? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why do you want to have a conversation now? What is there, what are we having a conversation about? You bored on the Saturday, Friday night? You bored? Now you over here sounding like Adele?
Hello, it's me.
What are we really talking about here? Yep. Ooh. You done told this person you didn't want a relationship. Now you feeling goofy because now you starting to, I can't even finish my sentence.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
This Mickey Ficky right here, y'all. Done told you he didn't want a relationship. And now that they are blocked, here they come. How did we get to the point of you not wanting a relationship, but now you want a relationship with me? Because I cut you off? Because I blocked you? What in the... So did you want a relationship in the beginning or no? I told you leave that girl alone. Yep, they had a clarity point. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius came to a point of clarity. They came to a point where they needed to understand all the glitters ain't gold. You out here in these streets, you acting like you got it going on. You out here doing all this stuff and now you regretting it. With this Page of Wands, you was being real immature. You didn't come forward and tell the truth when you should have came forward and tell the truth. You should have told this person a long time ago you was catching feelings. But you wanted to act like you didn't understand that. Child, please, okay? Please. I'd be more likely to chill about the change in attitude if they weren't toxic AF before. Yeah, I'm telling you. I definitely feel like this did get kind of toxic. So basically what I'm saying is this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius decided to project negative feelings. Good morning. This Aries, Leo, Sagittarius decided to project their feelings. Okay? Project like they didn't want nothing, but they was up here acting like they wanted something. They didn't want something, but knowing they wanted something the whole time. How does that work? Be clear in your communication and set your intention. Stop playing games with folks.
Get that stuff out of here. I told you this is a hen party. Don't try to sneak apple juice to my hen party.
Like, what are we talking about here? You got a mental piece of clarity, all right? Oh, you right up my alley. What part of North Carolina? You still talking good. Yo, let's close this reading now because I don't even know what else to say. This is their loss. This is their loss. Be clear about what you want, when you want it, how you want it. Keep your person updated. But if you feeling like you acting like you don't want something and you know that you do, then why are you playing that game? The only person that's going to be disappointed is you every time because you wasn't being honest about your intentions. This is crazy to me. Let's close this out. They pissing me off. All right, so when we talk about potential final outcome, that's exactly right, Echo. They wanted that cake and they wanted to have it too. You got to pick one. Now, when we talk about final outcomes, I say potential because I can't predict free will. I can only read energy. Okay? I can only read energy. And this is self-induced. This is definitely self-induced. And when we talk about closure, hopefully this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn communicated why they were being blocked. Well, for one, this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is wondering if the person kept the baby. That's the first thing. That's the first wonder. That's why they're going to get tarot readings. Because they want to know where you are, what you're doing, if you kept the baby, etc. And the answer is no. Did not. Okay? The answer is no because of this Page of Wands being in reverse. No. There was no desire to go through that. They couldn't stomach the idea of doing that with you. And rightfully so. You confusing. You immature. All right, here we go. Greensboro, huh? All right, I found an outcome. Told you this person was full of doo-doo. This person was full of doo-doo. They was lying the whole time. Acting like they didn't want a relationship and they wanted it the whole time. They was scared. They was trying to block their feelings. Possibly was afraid of getting hurt. They didn't think that you would be interested. You never know until you had a conversation, you dummy. Now that you've gone through this point in time with this Hermit in reverse, you up here, God came to a rude awakening about things. And now you feel like you so enlightening that you need to go out and tell everybody. Now you done had a change of heart. That's what this endless possibility is. Now you walk around talking about, I'm being intentional. I know my purpose. I need love. Okay, LL, when you alone in your room, staring at the wall, hearing your conscience call. All right. I know that's right, A+ plumbing. They can kick rocks with no socks. Go touch grass that way. Leave me alone. Yep. Justice in reverse. Whatever assumptions that they thought they had that was being made, those assumptions are coming to the light. Page of Wands upright. Yeah. You're not liking what you're hearing. You're not liking what you're seeing. You probably ain't gonna like this reading at all because ain't nobody thinking about you. Time is moving on. Be intentional. Stop playing games with people. Here we go with this Knight of Swords. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this person starts trying to push up and come around this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm sorry, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I wouldn't be surprised if they start being real persistent about communicating, trying to fix it, trying to put in the work. It's too late. That person is thinking about you, but they don't want to be with you. They're not regressing. They blocked you. And the reason how I'm telling you they're blocked is because on this distance card, it says retreat, blocked, emotional, physical distance. And also, when you look at this garden card, do you see the sun back there? But you see how that tree is blocking it? They're blocking you. They got their attention somewhere else. It ain't on you. Okay? You ruined it. That's all I can say is you ruined it. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. I don't got nothing else to say. This person here, they getting on my nerves. Acting crazy. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Pisces Tarot Experience this morning. If you enjoyed the reading, make sure that you bookmark this reading. Comment in the comments. Let me know how these messages resonate with you. Follow me on YouTube at Mimi Lightseer. Okay? At Mimi Lightseer. All right? I love hearing from you. So make sure you give me some love. Give me some comments, thumbs up, whatever. You know, just do what you do. Again, before we wrap up, the vision board, the New Year's Eve vision board party is available. Sign up now, okay? If you signed up on TikTok, I will be getting your information so that I can give you, enroll you in the class officially, okay? It's going to be, it says a class, but it's not really a class. It's free. It's free. So, I will be giving you the information, all right, for that. So, if you're interested in the vision board party, let me know. And you will be added to the class, okay? Now, I want to give everybody a thank you for participating in today's conversation. We had over 300 people this morning. That's good for a Saturday morning. Ow! Okay? We want to thank you to the 7 followers, and I want to thank you to my 6 gifters who have gifted me not only your time, your talent, but your treasure, okay? Your support does mean a lot to me, all right? So I do appreciate it. Y'all be safe out here in these streets. Don't let these people get on your nerves, okay? Don't let people con you into doing things that they don't want to do. Good. Get out my inbox. Just talking. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Bye.